Hey singers, thanks for watching this YouTube video. I have been asked to create a video that will show you the setup that I use to teach online voice lessons so that you can share your piano sound. Okay, so you can share your microphone, high quality microphone sound. So you can have a nice camera with a blurry background, lighting to make it look professional, to be able to share your screen with your students when you're doing demonstrations, and so forth. Please stay tuned and I'll show you how all this works. First of all, I want to give a shout out to my brother Jeff. He is a structural engineer with R&M Engineering. If you ever need a good engineer, he's awesome. Okay, and he helped me with a very small project for him, but I really appreciated it, and I'm going to show you a little bit. I have a little room in my house that I call my Cloffice. It's a closet office. It's underneath the stairs, and here is a view of that space. Okay, so here you can see this the setup that I have. I've got my iPad here in case I want to do a screen demonstration. Okay, I've got my MIDI keyboard here. Okay, it's on this extra little wing that he helped me build to fit in this space. Okay, I've got an external monitor that's mounted to a shelf so that it's floating a little bit and the wires can just come underneath. I've got this USB hub here, which you'll see in the description below, a link to it. It's amazing because you can connect this to power and then charge your devices, or connect as many USBs as it has and then plug that directly into your computer. Okay, I've got this boom mic stand right here that allows me to move my mic wherever I need it, and then this this SHURE SM58 microphone, which is just a standard microphone for recording and studio work. Okay, you can see my various LED lights that I've got mounted in different places. That back there is my DSLR camera. Okay, it's not a new camera. It's probably a 2017 or 18 camera. I'm using the T7i, the Canon T7i. And all of these things I bought from Facebook Marketplace or the classified ads to save money. And you like my camera stand there. This is just a hook from the hardware store to hang a ladder in your garage. And so I've got some 2x4s mounted to the bottom of it, and then my camera mounted to those 2x4s in that back corner, which otherwise wouldn't be good for anything, but it's perfect to have a camera back there to get a little bit of distance. Check out any of my resources on solfasinger.com. If you have any questions, you can contact me at roger@solfasinger.com. All right, so the essentials: you need a laptop. It can be a Mac or a PC. I've used a PC for years. Currently, I'm using a Mac because that's what I use for school. Okay, a MIDI keyboard. Okay, it doesn't have to be a full 88 keyboard if you're just doing warm-ups and things like that, but an 88 key keyboard is really nice. Wired headphones. Okay, wired headphones are really nice to have because you don't want to use Bluetooth or some sort of wireless because there can be a lag, there can be delay in the sound, hear an echo from your voice going on at the same time, or the piano's not synced up with your voice. So let me show you some of that equipment really quick. This is the MIDI keyboard I use right now because it integrates so well with Ableton Live. Okay, it's the Lunchkey37, meaning it has 37 keys on it. The keys are full size, so it's like a regular size piano. Okay, here's the SHURE SM58. This is a really heavy, solid piece of equipment, so it won't get broken if it gets dropped. Some people say you can hammer a nail in with it. Okay, I just want to show you this one too. This is a microphone. If I had the money, I would get it, but it's a SHURE SM7B. It's a really nice microphone. but I feel like the results of the one I have are good enough for now. Okay, there's the boom arm stand that holds my microphone. And here's some nice wired headphones that are not very expensive, and they fit in your ear and they are kind of concealed. So you can see I've got headphones in right now that are clear, and it doesn't look like I'm wearing headphones unless you look closely, and then the wire goes down my back. Okay, if you want to up your game, okay, you should get a USB audio interface. That allows you to plug multiple things into one device and then the USB into your computer. So you can manage the volume levels. You can also monitor what's coming into your computer through that device. And that's where my headphones are going now. Okay, I already told you about the microphone and the boom arm. Okay, this USB hub, as I demonstrated before, is a really great option. Let me show you that really quick. It's nice because it can connect to either a USB-C or a regular USB in your computer. Has multiple outputs. You can turn off any of the USBs. Has an SD card reader on the end. Really like that. Okay, here's the USB audio device I was telling you about. I just plug my microphone right into the front with a standard XLR cable. Okay, you can also plug an instrument in here if you're doing that sort of thing. And then this is what I plug my earphones in to monitor, and I can control the volume of what I hear overall with this knob. Okay, so it just gives me a little bit of external control of what's going on. Here is a new Canon camera, the Canon EOS R50 mirrorless. Mirrorless is the opposite of a DSLR camera, and they're lighter weight. They can do amazing things, and this would be a great option. This is about what I paid for my used DSLR camera 4 or 5 years ago. So anyway, check it out if you're interested in the links in the description below. Then finally, better lighting. If you use an exterior window, you can get really nice lighting, but obviously that doesn't work at night. And these little LED lights that I have one that plugs into my USB port, as I showed you before, and then 2 that plug into the wall. They've got little color filters that I can slide in front of the LEDs so that you can change the softness or hardness of the lighting on your face. I have them reflecting off my wall in this strange triangle room, which turns out to be quite nice, but you can also get diffusers that make it so it's not harsh light on your face. All right, let's talk about the software that I use. Okay, I use Zoom or Google Meet to teach remotely. They both work just fine. I'm getting used to Google Meet. I've been using Zoom since before the pandemic, but mainly during the pandemic. Okay, but Zoom has some amazing features that I'm able to share my iPad screen so I can do demonstrations right on the screen while I'm writing with my Apple Pencil. Also, I use a DAW, which is a digital audio workstation, Ableton Live. Now, there are a lot of other softwares. There's Pro Tools, there's Logic Pro. They're great softwares everywhere. I use this one. Shout out to my friend Robbie Matheson, who teaches in the music department with me. He's an amazing genius on Ableton, and he's helped me understand this software. But I can route everything and perform live through this DAW. Okay, you can get different versions of this, the intro, the standard, or the suite. Okay, the intro is much less expensive, and it can do almost everything you need. Okay, the standard and the suite. What's nice is if you are an educator, you can get an amazing discount from Ableton, and so I encourage you to check that out. I'm going to show you these websites in just a second. Here's Blackhole. Blackhole is something that will combine audio sources on your computer. So that way I can share what I'm bringing in through Ableton. I can share my computer audio, all these things into one multi-output audio source. And you create those. I'll show you how to do that on a Mac in just a minute too. Okay, an EOS webcam application. This is something Canon makes available for free. You plug your camera USB into your computer or your USB hub, and it becomes a webcam with high quality focus, blurry background, and nice capturing of light. Okay. And then finally OBS, and that's what I'm using to record this video. Okay, this is Ableton Live's website, so ableton.com. These are the different things. So intro, standard, or suite. They just tell you, it tells you how many instruments you can use simultaneously. Okay, amazing discount for educators. You can just find that by clicking this shop link here. Blackhole, this is that free download for you. Yeah, of course they want you to donate, which I encourage. Be awesome. But down here you download the software. It's open source. Okay, this is the Canon website or webcam utility, EOS webcam utility, which I'm using right now to share my nicer camera. And then finally OBS Studio. This is an open source software you can download for Windows, Mac, or Linux and be able to show multiple screens. You can also stream. I've done live streams with this software and it's incredible too. All right, I'm going to jump right in and show you some of the settings for software that will help you to have a good experience while teaching. Okay, first of all, the Ableton Live settings. Okay, we want to set up a multi-output device, which I'm going to show you how to do on a Mac. Okay, we want you to open up the preferences and reroute that multi-output device as your output, and that's what goes out to Zoom. Okay, so you can share multiple things, your keyboard, your microphone, computer sound, all at the same time as your microphone. I'll show you how to do multiple tracks and how to make those sound. So let's jump right in there. This is how you create after you've installed Blackhole. Okay, you go on here, you push this button. This is Create Multi-Output Device. Once you click on that, it's gonna, I'll just show you a little bit here. Okay, it's gonna show all of the possible outputs that you have. And inputs. Okay, you can do aggregate input device as well, but we're just doing the output device. Right now, the Scarlett Solo is what I'm using here to hear my microphone. Okay, going into Ableton, but if I want to hear my piano and my microphone, then I need to click that. Now, I've already done this before, so I'm not going to do it again. I just call this Scarlett Multi-Output. You can rename that to be whatever you want. The Blackhole brings in the sound from your computer. Scarlett brings in the sound from the audio interface. Okay, once that's set up, okay, you can also get, by the way, Blackhole with more than 2 channels. I only need 2 channels. More than that kind of blows my mind. So anyway, that's all under MIDI audio devices right here, audio MIDI setup that you can find by just typing that into the search bar. Minimize that. Now here's Ableton. Ableton is absolutely incredible. Now I have the suite because I'm an educator. I was able to get a good discount on that suite, and it's been so beneficial for recording backup tracks, for doing recording sessions, for recording the audio for these videos. Anyway, what I've got here at the top, I've got a grand piano sound, so I can choose whatever sound I want to come through that. Okay, and when I do, I can also sing right along with it because right below is my microphone settings. So, my. Okay, and I can just keep going and play my piano over here on the side. This smaller keyboard, you can also change the octave. So if I want to go really high, just click a button, change the octave to the next octave up, and keep going as if I had a full piano. Okay, now the preferences on Ableton, you want to make sure if all you're doing is you have a live feed going out to your Zoom, you want to have both of these buttons selected. You also want to have these tracks enabled. Okay, once I turn them off, you'll hear I don't do any sound. So testing 3, testing 1, 2, 3. Okay. Another thing you can do if you want to be recording at the same time, you can click. You can click auto, but then you enable the recording option here. And as soon as I push record, I would be recording at the same time. So if I go, all right, here we go. Test 1 2 3. Test 1 2 3. Okay, now I test 1 2 3. Test 1 2 3. Okay, so either way is fine, just depends on what your purpose is. Now let me show you the settings here. All right, so the audio input device, okay, that's just where the audio is coming in from outside. So I've got my Scarlett, my microphone plugged into my Scarlett, okay, that's plugged into the USB. So this right here funnels the music and sound from Ableton, both the piano, both my microphone, both any of the sounds I use in Ableton will funnel it to Blackhole. Okay, so Blackhole is taking all of these sounds, and then when I open up Zoom, which I'll show you in a minute here, I want to click Blackhole as my microphone, and then it takes everything. I don't have to share my computer sound on Zoom. I have everything shared already, and it automatically comes through. Okay, so if I wanted, I could add in, you know, a little bit of reverb here. By the way, before I go away from the screen, when you plug in your MIDI keyboard to your hub or to your computer, it will automatically be recognized. And if you look in the top corner of Ableton here, see that blinking yellow light? That means I'm getting a signal from my keyboard. Okay, I've got Zoom open here, and specifically the preferences. You can find that by just clicking over here on the menu and then going down to preferences. Okay, this is how you choose which video feed, which audio feed is coming into Zoom and out of Zoom. So I click right here, video, okay, and this is my EOS webcam utility. So this is pulling video from my DSLR camera. Okay, when I go to audio, okay, look right here, mic, Blackhole 2-channel. That's what I've got. And you can see the signal coming in when I speak. Okay, or when I play. Now, the most important setting that you will find in Zoom if you're teaching lessons is this right here. Original sound for musicians. You want to have that dot filled in. Okay, I have high fidelity music mode, stereo audio. Echo cancellation is not good because you want it to catch everything that you sing, or Zoom tries to use a compressor and make it so that when you're just having a meeting, you don't hear your dog barking in the background. Okay, now right here, this speaker, okay, this is what I'm listening to myself, the piano, and somebody speaking to me on Zoom through, is through my audio interface, the Scarlett USB. Okay, if I had my headphones plugged into my computer, I would just say MacBook Pro external headphone jack or something like that. Okay, so this is how you choose what you're hearing and what you're sending. The microphone is the Blackhole. I hope this video has been beneficial to you. I hope that you can start teaching online, and if you have any questions, please reach out to me at roger@solfasinger.com, and I'll try to help you as best I can. Please take care. Happy teaching, happy singing.